how is this much of my hair falling out, but I've still got so much on my head? How does that work? Hello, I'm Florentina Faconti and welcome to another new release review. Today I'm talking about the new film released in cinemas, Free Guy. Before I start my review, make sure you've clicked on that subscribe button, and for any updates about my channel, make sure you're following my Facebook page or my Instagram at Florentina Faconti. This film is about a man called Guy who works in a bank in a crime-riddled city. He meets the woman of his dreams, but while pursuing her, he discovers that he is an NPC, a non-player character, in a video game. I'm going to keep this video completely spoiler-free because I don't want people to even be tempted by the spoilers. I went to see this on the day it came out. I'd seen the trailer like once or twice, I'd seen the poster, so I knew what it was about, but I didn't read anything into it. And there were so many surprises in it that I really enjoyed, and I probably still would have enjoyed it if I knew what was coming up. But the fact that it just kept me on my toes and I was constantly excited by it, and I encourage people to do the same because I feel like you will get the most out of it not knowing anything that happens. I was never really a fan of Ryan Reynolds. I just was never drawn to any of his films until he did Deadpool. He was perfect for that role, and it made me look at him differently as an actor. So when I saw this was coming out and he was the lead in it, I was really excited to see what he was going to do with it. And he did not disappoint at all. He played this character perfectly. I find him sometimes, mostly in comedies, just a bit too over-exaggerated and just a bit much sometimes. But that was perfect for this film. The video game aspect to it allowed so many things to be super cheesy and caricatured, and he brought a brilliant energy to it that was both like genuine and truthful, but also absolutely ridiculous at the same time. Another big reason that I was excited for this film was Jodie Comer. She is phenomenal, and I cannot fathom how talented she is. Her performance was great. She absolutely smashed every bit of it, like the action, the comedy, the drama. And I love that they used her superpower of accents. She is the accent queen. She only did 2 in this. She did American and like sort of generic London English, sort of more posh than me, but not posh enough to be RP. Is it more posh or posher? When I hear her voice in interviews, I'm always so surprised because I forget that she's from Liverpool because her accents are so good. If you enjoyed her performance in this and you haven't seen Killing Eve, go and watch it right now. She is so good in it. I'm not a big gamer. My hand-eye coordination isn't great. Like, I play Sims 4 and Animal Crossing, but the concept of this film was so exciting to me. I loved all like the switching weapons and stuff, that things would just like appear and disappear as they moved their arms. I thought that was so cool and it just looked so seamless. Like genuinely, I thought I'd get fed up of it after like the first few times, but every time it amazed me. I was like, whoa, that is so cool. There were also, I believe, a lot of cameos from famous gamers. That was completely lost on me. I don't know who they are, but it really added to like the atmosphere of the film. It made the game feel really authentic. But there was one cameo that I'm not going to give away because it was such a great unexpected moment, but I knew who it was and I was so excited. My only negative, and it really pains me to say this because I love him so much, I didn't like Taika Waititi in this at all. I think that he is brilliant. He's ridiculously funny and he's created some amazing characters. However, I thought he was really miscast in this film. I probably would have enjoyed his performance more if he played a character in the video game. But I just feel like he was too over the top for a real world character, and he was just doing a bit too much that it felt uncomfortable. It just stood out really badly and it felt silly, and I was really disappointed because I love him so much. The only thing I would say to be aware of, I wouldn't necessarily call it a family film. The violence isn't too bad. It's not really gory or anything, so that's not a problem. But there is a fair amount of bad language and some adult references. There was nothing too bad. I'm not saying don't take your kids to see it, but there were a lot of very young children in my screening that were far too young to see this film. So if you're thinking of taking your kids, I would recommend that you look at the parental guidance and make a decision, because I know every family is different and I know every child is different. So just kind of do your research before going into it so you know that it's suitable for you. Overall, I really loved this film. It was really fun and exciting and I was so immersed in the whole thing. So yeah, if you haven't seen it already, then go check out Free Guy in cinemas. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this. But as always, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye.